What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. Now, check this out. Just had a little conversation with a group of guys on YouTube. We had a little back and forth. Nothing negative amongst ourselves. But what we were talking about and what we were going explaining back and forth. Okay, we all basically came to a common understanding, like, yeah, I see what you're saying, and yeah, we get it, right? And a lot of the conversation came from a whole lot of this. Like, a lot of us, like I said, like, I don't go on other people's channel telling them what they should and shouldn't say. You know, I've said things to people for making stupid comments, and I don't mean because they disagree with something that I say. I mean, like, a guy made a comment about, oh, 95% of black people feel like white people, that we owe them something. And this was a guy that just called Wilder a racist. So I addressed him. How the fuck you gonna call Wilder a racist? You just said some racist shit out your mouth. So I guess you're not racist, right? You just said 95% of black people feel like they owe white people something. They feel like they owe us. So you put yourself as part of the majority. So why would you make a stupid ass comment like that? Do you know 95% of black people? Do you know us like that? You probably don't even come in contact with too many black people, but 95% of. So, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah, I'll address, but as far as somebody having, I mean, I've seen people say Floyd Mayweather couldn't beat nobody in the 80s era, 70s era. Floyd Mayweather's a trash fighter. I've heard people say, Anthony Joshua is overrated. He ain't shit. I've heard people say all kinds of shit about fight. Larry Holmes was overrated. He ain't beat nobody. He wasn't that good. I mean, I don't feel the need, even if I was to address something that's showing hate, ignorance, stupidity. If I feel like addressing it, I would. But me, it's more like somebody said Floyd Mayweather wasn't shit one time. And I just asked, like, what do you think about Miguel Cotto as a fight? Yo, yeah, Miguel was this and this and this. I named like 5 or 6 fighters, and this guy praised every one of them. So I just said, you do realize Floyd beat all these guys I just named easily, right? Yeah, but Floyd, he waited till they got old. Floyd is older than every fighter that I named. All the fighters that I had named, Floyd was older than those guys, and he beat them. Okay. Long story short, like I said in previous videos, man, when I come on here, I want to have fun and chill, relax. I'm not here to vent and let stress off. I don't care on a personal level. I don't take it personal when fighters lose and win, okay? I can feel happy, feel good for somebody like, yeah, I'm glad dude won. I wanted to see him win, okay? But I mean, I'm not losing any sleep over any of it, man. I keep hearing all this racially motivated talk. And my thing is this. Are we going to talk about boxing? Or we got to keep, we going to just like, are we talking about boxing or are we here to, because I got other channels. This channel, I talk about boxing, and I talk about whatever I want to talk about, but I mostly talk about boxing. And it's like every time when I hear, and it's not just, don't get it twisted, it's not just channels that have predominantly black people on it. There's people that have channels like, I think guys, Action Sports or something, or there's a couple other channels where people are always making something race. Like, even like if a black person says something, you got a guy that's white go, oh, now if I said that, I'd be a racist. Just like when Tyson Fury made that comment about AJ. And I'm like, you see, this goes to show you how blind people are. Okay? If you truly understand what the struggles are and why people even do the things and say and feel the way they do, you wouldn't even have to make a stupid comment like that. And I get what AJ was saying. I'm not even going to go into that. But let me say this. We can go back to when Muhammad Ali. Let's go back to Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali was in a position of being treated like a racist. Remember Ernie Terrell? What did we even call him by his own name? Right? What did he say? Of all people, you a brother, and you won't even call me by my name. Why won't you call me by my name, man? people still considered to call him Cassius, even though his name was Muhammad Ali. Okay? They took his license from him. Ali went to prison. I mean, not prison. I'm sorry. He was exiled. Could have went to prison. All of this nonsense because the man didn't want to go and fight against some people who never did nothing to him. And there's a whole lot more to that. That was straight racist shit. That wasn't no, oh, he's disobeying the law, he's a rule break. No, that was some racist shit. Racist shit. They hated Ali. Okay? So on Ali, you hear him saying, I believe black should stay with black, white should stay with white. You know this and this. He was talking about how bluebirds stay with bluebirds. You know rabbits stay with rabbits, cats stay with all the stuff he was saying. Understand, Muhammad Ali had seen and been through a lot. So the conclusions that he draw was no, we're not meant to mix. That's how he saw the shit. Now, people wanted to call him out and call him a draft dodging nigga. You know, he turned his back on his own country. But like Ali said, and I agree with him, he wasn't free right here in this country that he was born and raised in. We in 2020 are still fighting for civil rights as black people in this country. But see, what I'm saying, I want to talk about boxing. I want to be able to, what y'all think about this matchup, this and this and that. Yeah, blah, 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 this and that. Yeah, that was a good fight, this and this. But it's like every time I see any boxing news popping up from these channels, everybody's talking about is race, to the point where whatever the situation is that made them come to this conclusion is race. It's like there's no material there. Okay? Just like when people hate Floyd Mayweather. And I tell black folks this. Y'all always talking about, even though some people will say, oh, can't deny his talent. Floyd probably the best to ever do it. But I can't stand him. I think he's a coon. I can't stand him. I don't give a fuck about him. Okay. But he's black just like you. So why would you even put that out to the public for racist people that you say, that you understand they hate Floyd? Do you understand that there's people, let me tell you something. I'm not going to say that there's not people who just feel like I don't like his style. But as well with that, you have people who don't like him because he's a young black dude that's his own boss, made the most money out of everybody in the sport, surpassed all these other people, black, white, whatever. And it's like, no, what makes him an exception to the rule? You understand what I'm saying? But yet, again, y'all don't have a problem calling him a coon. Y'all don't have a problem with putting him on blast and saying shit about him. Even like when he said he felt like Sergey Kovalev beat Andre Ward. There's a lot of people who felt that Ward lost or was scared he wasn't going to get the decision. They felt like, but because he felt like the dude lost, then y'all said, oh man, it's just like when something happened with Floyd, where people were saying that he lost to Pacquiao, or how he's saying he lost to forget his name, but Jose Luis Castillo and stuff like that. But it's like, why is he a coon because of that? Now there's other things that Floyd said and did that I felt like I honestly straight up felt like he was just being a jackass. I don't agree with everything somebody say. Not even my own mother and father, people that I love dearly. I don't agree with what everybody say, what everybody's ideals are. But you are black people, love to call other black people a coon. Love to call them sellouts because they just don't see the things that you see or don't see it the way you see it. Now, let me tell y'all something, right? You have black people, like, I give an example, okay? And like I said, certain videos, when I'm like certain channels, it's because I'm not attacking them. Okay, I don't give a fuck how they take it personally, because if you listen to what I'm saying, I'm not attacking them. If I attack something you say, then I'll make it blunt and open. I'm not going to hide behind anything. I'll give you an example of something, okay? If you guys know who Bruce Wayne is, Bruce Wayne, he was put out a lot of boxing videos. And for a minute, he was pretty much showing different photos with, different inscriptions in it and talking about this and that and certain things that happened in the UK, because apparently there was people from the UK that is speaking about the racism in America as if they don't have racism in the UK. I know different. I got people in the UK that tell me what goes on and whatever. Now, Bruce Wayne, for whatever reason, felt like he was compelled to make mentions of it. And I saw so many people. I'm reading the comments, and I never left not one comment, but I was reading a lot of comments where they were saying, "Oh, your true colors are coming out. I never knew you was a racist and whatever." And then Bruce Vane is continuing to put what he want to put out, and kept showing and showing and showing. Now, here's what I'm saying. As a black man, I can tell you, you can have people from different countries that's black. You can't look at us and know that we're from different places. It's not till we talk and you hear what we're saying, right? And then I didn't know you was from there. Okay, right. You know why? When you're talking to another black person as well, and they don't understand the struggles. Like, for example, you take a black man from the UK, and let's say you from America, and you say, "Yo, brother, the way shit is going on over here is crazy. Black people, they always trying to hold us down, and they looking at you like, what are you talking about? Like, it's a different life for them. You understand what I'm saying? And you like, what you mean? So it's like looking at anybody that's black and think because we all black, then we all understand. No. But at the same time, too, this is what I'm saying with discrimination. Okay? We can't sit here and just because we from different places. Look, we just assume a person automatically understand. No, that goes to show you the separation. How somebody is saying either you're not black or they're not black. Or we're black, but we're not the same kind of black. I'm saying this to get this all, just make the point of, we keep making all of this shit and we keep talking about black people, black people. This is what I'm saying. But the people that keep saying, but us black people being discriminated against, us black people, but you are discriminating against other black people who don't talk like you, who from different places, and then vice versa. Yet, when we see white-skinned people and we're saying they hating on us, they racist towards us, do you think that a white person looks at Anthony Joshua and give a shit that his accent is different from mine or from yours or from the next person? He's still black. So if they're racist, right, and they hate black people, they hate him too. They don't give a shit. They don't even know. Even if whether you know where a person is from or not, all they see black skin, black type hair, all that. So if they're racist, guess what? They don't like you either. Do you see how fast people turned on Anthony Joshua for the comment that he made? So my thing is, if you have friends, like, I'll give you an example. And let me tell you something. I can remember working at a place. And it was a group of black dudes, and they was like, man, I can't stand these racist ass crackers, man. This and this and this and this and that, need this and this and this. And I had to confront one of the guys, one of the white dudes, because they had a truck, okay, had a triaxle. They had a monkey hanging on the back of the truck with a rope around his neck. And I went to the foreman. I said, let me ask you something. Why is that bullshit hanging on the back of that truck? And he said, well, I said, that bullshit right there. What is the purpose of that? What is that supposed to mean? You know what the other black dudes did? They didn't say shit. But behind closed doors, they had all this shit to say, right? And they was calling them racist crackers and this and this. I simply confronted the motherfuckers. And then the foreman, I said, well, I'm going to tell you something. I don't like the idea of coming out here working with people that's allowed to do that kind of shit. That's inappropriate, and I'm gonna report that shit. He made the motherfuckers take it down. I could see them when they looked up, like, kind of like, they just turned around. So when somebody has a guilty conscience, like one of them walked by, hey buddy. I just looked at them. And toward the end of the day, I was talking to those guys, and I said, and I expressed like how I felt about that shit, and they was, no, we didn't mean nothing by it. It was just, but if you would have saw it just to see it, not just but just to see it, and the way the monkey was dressed, like it had on baggy jeans, a baseball cap to the back with shades. You understand what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, motherfuckers. I made it known. The company that I was working for was owned by black people. They didn't give a fuck. You think that they care? Yeah, you just gotta ignore that kind of stuff. No, they're not going to say anything. The crazy thing to me was all those black dudes that was talking up, just call it racist, motherfucking crack ass, motherfucker, can't stand. Every single one of them has a white girlfriend or a white wife. Every single one of them. And I just was like, okay, wait. See, if you're addressing that particular group of people about something that they did, this is what I'm saying. Because if I was married to a white person or anybody that's not black and they got mad, you fucking nigger. Oh, we're done. We're done. Ain't no, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. When people get mad, they say things they don't know. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say all the time. No. So if you're going to tell me that, oh, that white chick that you date is different, well, if she's different, right? What I'm saying is, why are you like why you calling these dudes crackers instead of just getting at them the way you were supposed to? When I said what I said, y'all should have been right there with me, right? Same thing. Now, and I'm not taking up for the dudes. You understand the point? What I'm saying? We talk about increasing peace and bringing peace to this earth, man, and growing together. But it's what I'm saying. It's a saying, whatever you do, if you won't do it in the light, don't do it in the dark, right? So my thing is, you being just as phony as them, because y'all the ones came to my attention with the shit. But every time I turn around, y'all laughing and talk with the dude, and I'm like, wow, wow, wow. See, when something is serious, when something really needs to be done about a situation, and we all have different opinions on what, everybody don't take things as serious, okay? Shit like that. I'm going to tell you like this. When I see, like when I'm out and I'm doing something, I'm bowling or playing pool, I'm doing whatever, and my homeboys are whatever nationality they are, this is what I'm saying. And I tell people, you know what's crazy? Like, if my partners got mad at me, you fucking nigger, we ain't gonna be cool after that. Trust me on that. And he's not gonna be the same after that. It's no different if I got mad at one of my Latino homies and you fucking spick. If I got mad at the Italian brother down the street, you fucking guinea. If I get mad at my dude over there, you fucking cracker, you redneck. Okay, so this is my point. So how do we just laugh that off? No. See, you can't get upset with me. Call me a fucking racial slur and then no. So this is what I'm saying. You notice how you have, like, my thing is this. You have certain people, like, for example, when you saying these white people, they this and they're racist towards us and this. Okay, so here's my thing, right? Whatever you feel about a black person that's negative, don't even talk about it. Because white people see your channels too. Put it like that. See what I'm saying? When you don't care about a black person, it's okay for you to say whatever about them. And it's even their personal life. I said, I don't know that Mike Tyson did that to that girl. She could be lying. I don't know. We don't know what happened in Floyd Mayweather's home with his baby's mom. And we don't know that he hit her. We don't know that. But because you hate Floyd, oh, he's a woman beater. Manny Pacquiao committed adultery with against his wife, right? He on his wife, he went out messing the other way. I don't see y'all talking about that shit. Because you like Manny Pacquiao. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm saying. So now when we start making personal shit and tying it into boxing news, the shit gets all messy. It's all over the place. And then it's like, okay, so what is the goal here? Like, what we make these videos for what reason? What is the goal? Because, see, if we're trying to make a race war, this is what all these other channels need to understand too. See, y'all interview certain people to make certain points because you want to be right about what you're saying. But when you guys go to these fights, when you guys are traveling around, you meet these white people. You'll walk up and shake Teddy Atlas' hand. You'll walk up and shake Max Kellerman's hand. You'll walk up and greet these same white people that y'all say are racist, that y'all talk all this shit about, but then you get upset with your own black people because somebody says, well, we don't know if it was that. But you're the same fucking people that was going around calling Floyd Mayweather a woman beater, making jokes saying he can't read, he's illiterate. But then do you think, well, you know what, the same racist white people that hate Floyd are going to hear me say these things, and they're going to feel like, you see, even black people, even other niggers believe what I'm saying. Even other niggers agree. Do y'all ever think like that? But then you quick to get upset because someone disagrees with some bullshit that you say. Well, again, when you open your mouth to speak and say, I have proof of, and you sit there and say this happened, that happened, it's a fact. Michael Jackson was a child molester, remember? It's after he died. Then all of a sudden the truth comes out. But before he died, yeah, imagine how he felt. Imagine what him and his family had to go through. Imagine what his kids had to go through. Cat Williams made comments about him. You know, I know he did it. Ain't no way in hell, and this and that. And he talked bad about him. And when he died, it's one thing to make jokes about certain shit, but even stuff like that, and I don't think he might have said, hey, to the Jackson family, I apologize because I really thought that he did that. And I was wrong. And I was, you know, everything is not necessary to speak on. Everything is not a joke. But see, my thing is like Mauricio Suleiman, right? I seen a video where they're saying that he lied about being in the dressing rooms. Do you think I'm gonna sit here and defend that shit and say, no, he lied, he was there? I don't fucking know where he was. I wasn't there. But if people in the room are speaking up saying, no, that's not true. Mauricio Suleiman wasn't in this room. He didn't come in here. Or he did come in, but it was brief. I'm not denying none of that shit. I'm not trying to defend. Fuck Mauricio Suleiman. I don't know these people to trust them, first of all. He's just another person to me. Ain't none of these fucking people on no pedestal to me. People are people, okay? What I'm saying, even with the investigation of this shit, if they feel like it, investigate it. Like I said before, if Tyson Fury did it, then whatever happens to him, if that shit happened, man, he should be locked the fuck up. Lose his boxing license. They took Ali's fucking license just for standing up for his fight, for his rights and wanting to exercise his right to not want to go, and especially with his religious beliefs and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? I used to work for a place where they said you can't tell a person they can't wear certain things if it represents their religion. But they told a Muslim guy, well, you can't wear that. He said, man, fuck that. He fought that, went to the union. How you going to tell? Why can't he wear it? And what was said behind closed doors, Muslims are terrorists and all this. And look, any black man, black woman that's been in this country long enough, whether you was born here or whether you came here, whatever, you know and see how we're treated and how we're looked at. But what I'm saying, just because another black person says something is something, but they can't prove it, and they're saying, I have proof, and it's like, no, man. I used to supervise at jobs. I had to coach people like, no, I hear what you're saying, but that is not substantial evidence. If you're going to do this, this is what you need to do, but you need to get the facts together. And I would coach him into, no, this is, because you don't want to see them go, and then the person that you're going against, you're just teaching them how to lie and how to get over on you. You understand what I'm saying? You have to make sense, because even though you're saying this and that, you have to be able to prove it. I had a guy used to lie all the time. I see this type of shit. We on the clock. He would leave. Go to the mall, go shopping, chilling. Be gone 2-3 hours, but then come and write somebody up saying he came back and it was 5 minutes past break time and the person was still sitting down. You've been gone for 3 fucking hours shopping at the mall. And you want to know what's crazy? He was a black dude that did nothing but write up black people. Didn't write not one white person up. The same white dudes that used to go stand out back and smoke when you were supposed to be 50 feet away from the building, nope, right on the loading dock. He didn't say nothing. Boy, he would write up black people in a heartbeat. Now, he was from Guyana. He didn't write up other Guyanese people. He didn't have a problem writing up the black Americans, though. You see, it's one of these things where what I'm saying, I look at how people treat each other overall. Just like when I'm talking about Black Lives Matter. You can't fucking talk about Black Lives Matter, then go out and fucking kill another black man. Oh, it matters when somebody that's not black kill another black. See, this is the kind of shit I'm saying. And I'm like, I get so like, and I'm like, you know what? I get irritated with even thinking about having to even, but it's like, no. You know what? Since people are ignorant, then they need to be educated and have an understanding. You are not me, I'm not you. I can stand with you, you can stand with me. We can be neutral, we can be whatever. But at the end of the fucking day, you cannot expect everybody to agree with what you say and feel. Everybody is not going to agree with me. But the whole point is, who the fuck are you to come and tell me what I should and shouldn't say on my fucking channel? Or what I should and shouldn't feel? No. I don't go on y'all channels telling y'all shit about, oh, but you shouldn't say this and this and this. I can form my opinion just based on your words alone, but I don't tell you what you can and can't say on your channel. And see, what they do is they don't want to associate with you when you see things differently, right? Even I'm not even talking about just race issues. I'm talking about something as simple as somebody say Floyd Mayweather with a beat Sugar Ray. Oh, mother, you don't know fucking shit about boxing, man. Man, fuck that. Don't even talk to me. I've seen the stupid arguments back and forth. I've seen people go live and make fools out of themselves, and I'm just sitting here like, damn. So nobody can have an opinion anymore, huh? Nobody. Okay. I was talking to an African brother one day, and we was talking about boxing, and he was saying that he can't even fight. He said he knows how to use certain weapons, but like fist to fist, he never really learned how to fight. So this Jamaican brother comes over, right? One of my Jamaican brothers come over, and he's like, yeah, man. Yeah, right, Jones was a good fighter, man, but yo, I say, yo, Glenn Johnson, that beat the man good, you know. A man can fight, you know, but I'm not talking about Jamaican man now. Yo, Jamaican fighter. Yo, we tell you what. I started laughing because I'm like, yeah, at that point in time, Glenn Johnson had more to offer than Roy did. He was better than Roy. It is what it is. You can't always. Now, what I didn't say is, oh, but in Roy's prime, blah, 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 right? So the African dude couldn't think of any African fighters, right? So he didn't even know who Zuma Nelson was. So anyway, he was talking. Now, let me explain something to you. I heard this African brother say something to this Jamaican guy that it just caught me all off guard. Because the Jamaican guy is real light skinned. And he said, the African guy says to the Jamaican guy, wait, where are you from? He says, yeah, we're from Kingston. Where's that? He said, Jamaica, man. Kingston. You don't know Jamaica? He's like, oh, I didn't know there's light skinned Jamaican, like fair skinned Jamaican. I thought all Jamaicans were dark. That shit had me like, are you kidding? Like, seriously. I see light skinned Africans. It just, the fact that he said that, and he was dead serious. Oh man, I thought all Jamaican were dark. I never know them have fair skin. Oh man, so you're okay. I listen to you talk. So now when I listen for the accent to know Jamaican talk. Like, and Jamaican dude said, "What's wrong with you, man?" And I just started laughing. I said, "Wow, okay." But the more you talk to other people, you realize and you see this shit, man. We're not all on the same page because we have the same skin color, man. It's just like I said, you got Americans who look. If I see a fighter as a shit fighter, I don't care where the fuck he's from. If I don't get behind the guy, I don't get behind him. But in America, if you have a black, let's put it like this: if you have a black fighter, okay, and like white people won't get behind this fighter simply because he's black. What did that tell you? Now, if you have a white fighter, and let's say black people won't get behind this fighter, and he's American, and you from America, right? And well, it's what I'm saying. Like, if I say Caleb Plant, I think he's a good fighter. Somehow I'm a sellout for saying I think the guy's a good fighter. Back in the day when Tommy Morrison was fighting, I remember he was looking good in the beginning, all up into the Ray Mercer fight. That's when it all fell apart for him. I mean, he won some more fights after that, but I mean, after that happened, it was like Tommy Morrison started getting knocked down. Like I seen him get knocked down so many times. His defense wasn't looking as tight, and basically, he looked like he couldn't figure out how to win. If he couldn't knock you out, it's like he just got frustrated. And I remember people comparing him to Mike Tyson, and I'm like, are you seriously comparing Tommy Morrison to Mike Tyson? Now, don't get me wrong. Anytime you have a name for yourself and you have, you've done something in boxing, yeah, you want to see those fighters fight. I think Mike would have completely destroyed him and knocked him out, but at the same time, the fight never happened. So you could say, well, Mike never fought him. I don't think Mike ducked him at all. Nothing like that. And not saying that he ducked Mike, but what I'm saying, I remember white guys behind my back saying, oh, of course he's going to go with the black fighter. No. No, that's not what that was. What that was is I think Mike would beat the shit out of Tommy Morrison. So this is what I'm saying. If every fucking time a fighter beats another fighter or some shit happens and we want to make it a whole race war, we want to make it a whole. That's what I'm saying. You can't you point out what somebody else said about somebody that's black, but then you turn around and you shit on somebody that's black. This is what I'm saying. This is not me defending white people or anybody. This is me saying you got to be on board and understand, man. Everybody got the right to feel something. And with me, when it comes to facts and proof, it's not what I want to believe. It's what can we prove? Because like I said, have the investigation. Go ahead and whatever. And if it turns out that this man did what he did, deal with him. Deal with him. Who the fuck trusts Mauricio Suleiman? You don't know that he's fucking dirty. Look what he's been doing to Dylan White all this time. But see, that's another thing what I'm saying. See, only because Deontay's American. Dylan White's still black. But you know what? Y'all don't care. And you get both from the same. Because like I said, you got black people, black Americans, who people will cheer for them for something. They'll go marry somebody white. Then all of a sudden, fuck that motherfucker. Right? You got British people go for British fighters, whether they white or black. But you saw the divide as soon as AJ started saying what he said, because people just took it the wrong way. They didn't understand the meaning of what he was saying. You understand? I'm not from the UK, so why do I want to see AJ win, right? That's how y'all feel. So again, this is what I'm talking about. Don't come at another black man trying to chop him from under the legs just because he see things different from you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I made a video and I said something about a particular channel, yeah, this motherfucker had the nerve to try to come at me sideways because of a comment I made on his channel, but to someone else that understood that we saw something the same way. And I retaliated to him on his channel. So when I said what I said, it's like, yeah, see, that's some half-ass shit. You know what a half-ass compliment is? It's like somebody look at you and go, yeah, man, I can see you in the gym. Yeah, but yo, I seen this dude the other day, that motherfucker. They just can't leave it at, hey, man, you looking good. Like, you know, whatever. Hey, man, keep up, you know, good work or whatever. It's because they get, that's the half-ass compliment shit. So you half-ass say the guy won, but then you got to make allegations. And then, see, now, after that, and I said, watch the allegations continue. And you know what? Was I wrong? You did exactly what I said you was going to do. But then your little minions want to follow me around and try to put little negative comments like I give a fuck what you feel, because I really don't. But, you know, all of this race shit, man. I'm tired of talking this black against white, white against black, black against black, this against this against that. I'm getting sick of all this shit because it's like, this shit has been going on. When the fuck are we going to make it stop, though? I don't hate nobody because of their skin color. I don't hate no nationality because of who they are. Who you are as a person